Imagine standing on the bridge of the USS Enterprise, looking out into the vastness of space. Hi there! Gene Roddenberry's vision of a united, progressive future inspired millions. Now, you have the chance to bring that vision to life. The Enterprise project is the dream of building a full-size replica of the iconic USS Enterprise, and we need you to make it happen. This won't be just a tribute to a TV show. It will be a celebration of hope, unity, and the boundless potential of humanity. Imagine a world where diverse people come together to explore, discover, and create. That's the world Roddenberry dreamed of, and that's the world we want to build, literally. Join us, and be part of a community that dreams of turning a beloved icon into a tangible reality. Help us build the Enterprise and inspire future generations to boldly go where no one has gone before. So, are you ready to make history? Join the Enterprise project today. Let's build a brighter future together.
Computer. Who is Gene Roddenberry?
Eugene Wesley Roddenberry Sr. was an American television screenwriter and producer who created the science fiction series and fictional universe Star Trek. Born in El Paso, Texas, Roddenberry grew up in Los Angeles, where his father was a police officer. Roddenberry flew 89 combat missions in the Army Air Forces during World War II and worked as a commercial pilot after the war.
You know, that doesn't even scratch the surface as to who this genius was. I mean, they don't even mention that he was a police officer. I don't know what's with the computer today. They're usually a little more thorough than that. Computer, was Gene Roddenberry a police officer?
From Wikipedia.org. Roddenberry applied for a position with the Los Angeles Police Department on January 10, 1949, and spent his first 16 months in the traffic division before being transferred to the newspaper unit.
Computer, what was Gene Roddenberry's highest rank in the police officer?
From Bartleby.com. Gene Roddenberry worked as a Los Angeles Police Department spokesman and as a speechwriter for Chief William H.
I thought he did more than that. Okay, well, I can't expect this computer to even scratch the surface on what Gene Roddenberry was. And everybody's got an idea about who he was. Some people call him a bad guy, a womanizer. What the heck is a womanizer? The guy loved women, and women loved him. But yeah, he probably did some, what we consider bad things, We're human. But he was a genius. And his vision of the future, where Earth would finally come together as one race, the human race. Forget all these colors and all these made-up races. We are one race, the human race. And I guess it took the Vulcans to come down here for us to realize that. It's all because of Gene. He was a genius. Take a look at this video, and we'll get back on the other side.
What's at the heart of the Enterprise project's mission? I'm glad you asked. Gene Roddenberry's vision. Gene Roddenberry, the great bird of the galaxy, imagined a future where humanity had transcended its petty differences. His magnum opus, Star Trek, showcased a universe where people of diverse backgrounds worked together, exploring the galaxy and finding strange new worlds. Roddenberry's dream wasn't just sci-fi fluff, it was a call to action. He dared us to rise above our divisions and embrace our shared humanity. His legacy isn't just about iconic characters and epic stories, it's about hope and possibility for all. Gene Roddenberry taught us that we hold the power to change within ourselves. Let's honor his vision by striving for a brighter, united world. Let's begin by joining the Enterprise project today. Live long and prosper, my friends.
Think what you want about Gene Roddenberry, but to me, he will always be a hero. He is the man. I mean, Star Trek, the legacy, everything that came out of it, you can say what you want about him, but I don't want to hear anything negative. Gene was the man. Okay, let's move on. I get a lot of questions about why we're not raising funds to build the ship. And at first I thought, I'm not even going to address that, because if you've read the website, if you've listened to the TED talks that I've been giving, you should know the answer to that. But, people just keep asking, why are we not raising funds? Raising funds. Guys, we can't put the cart before the horse. First things first. And the first thing is building the group. We have to build the group to build the ship. When we build the group, when we have a board of directors, when we have everything in place, then it's time to raise funds. And we're not going to be raising funds from the fans. We're talking $1 billion project. I'm not going to be asking fans to chip in. And then what happens if the ship that isn't built? How are we going to get all the money back to all the fans that would give? No, we're not. This is not going to be on the fans. If we can't do this in the ways that we have said that we're going to do it, using governments, local, state, federal governments, and product sales. I mean, massive product sales, conventions, the whole thing. The money's going to be raised in ways that we've just never seen before. It's just not your standard operation here. But the one thing is for sure, we are definitely not going to be raising money from the fans. That is out. In fact, that was tried. Another group tried that years ago. Over 10 years ago now. The group tried to build the ship, and they had a great idea. If we could only get $1 from each fan, and there's millions of fans, so it made sense, right? $1. Who wouldn't give $1 to build the Enterprise? Well, they found out the hard way that fans are not reliable. Well, no. Not that they're not reliable. They're not gullible. They're not gullible. Yeah, that's probably more what they found out. Because nobody gave $1. Yeah, can you believe it? Not one fan. I mean, some of their relatives or friends, maybe, but nobody. They couldn't raise, $10 from the fans to build the ship. And when I saw that years ago, I realized that, no, we cannot go through the fans. Now, of course, we could have did better. They could have did better. We could do better if we had Bill Shatner at the head of the organization telling people to pitch in $1. Yeah, we'd probably get a bunch of dollars that way. But we're not going to get $1 billion or near that. No, this is not on the fans. And investors, $1 billion, do you know how long it would take to get that back? Years. So it's not going to be investors, not solely. That's why we have to go to other sources. Like I said, it's got to be through the various governments, city, state, local, and the government, federal government, as well as investors from all over the world, all over the planet, got to be involved in this. So that's where we're at with that. So the answer to the question, we're never going to be trying to raise funds for this. So please stop asking. Okay, take a look at this video. We'll get back on the other side.
Am I the only one who didn't know you could actually get a Federation passport? Let's dive in. Welcome to the total immersion experience, where you can be who you are inside. Upon arrival, you'll receive your very own Federation passport. Choose your race, pick your planetary homeworld. Trek universe or not, it's entirely up to you. You don't have to look like a Vulcan to be one. Next, board the Enterprise like a true Starfleet officer. Take the turbo lift for a mind-blowing sideways ride, or hop onto a shuttlecraft for a virtual space journey. Once on board, check into your quarters and let the adventure begin. But wait, it gets better. We're building a full-sized replica of the USS Enterprise as a living monument to Gene Roddenberry and the future. Join the largest Star Trek fan organization ever and become an honorary shipbuilder. Together, we can make this dream a reality. So, join the Enterprise Project on Facebook or our website. And as always, live long and prosper.
Okay, remember when I said a few weeks ago that membership was on the rise? And it was. I mean, we had hundreds pouring in. But all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but it just dropped. Membership now is like a snail's pace. And it's so frustrating because you get these ups and, then you have to deal with the downs. And I'm pretty down right now because membership's at a crawl. What is happening, guys? I mean, we keep saying it over and over again. The key to this whole thing is networking. Each person bringing in 20 new members. Have you done that? I mean, seriously, have each and every one of you guys brought in 20 new members? It's probably not as easy as it sounds, I know, but I've personally brought in more than 100. I mean, I see somebody in uniform and immediately I go right to their messenger and I say, hey, can you join us? And most of the time they join. And so if everybody's doing that, I don't see why our numbers aren't, like really where they should be. Because it's frustrating to see, groups out there that are just, featuring AI-generated beautiful women in scanny clothes, getting at 100,000 members, and we're trying to do something positive, and we're trying to build the enterprise, and we have less than 10,000 members. So it's frustrating. Guys, you got to step it up. We really got to step it up. Okay, take a look at this video, and we'll get back on the other side.
I can't imagine building a full-scale replica of the USS Enterprise and not having the wonderful cosplayers who have supported us from the beginning as special envoys aboard the ship. When it comes to our wonderful members, our cosplayers have been the most active. They wear our shirt in dozens of pictures and raise our flag in videos and support our dream with great enthusiasm. The list of awesome cosplayers who have gone above and beyond is as follows. Adira Zebulon, who created a wonderful video and is our most staunch supporter. Heather After, who made an awesome unboxing video for the group. Vampisaurus, who wears our shirt in Spain, made videos and continues to surprise us. Star Trek Gigi, who to date has been the only cosplayer and member to wear our shirt on the bridge of the Enterprise. And beautiful Molly Dax, our warrior Trekkie. She has demonstrated her devotion in dozens of photos wearing our iconic shirt. And let's not forget Stuart Foley. He may not be a cosplayer, but he has also supported us from the very beginning. I can't say enough about these wonderful human beings. They have truly gone where no other cosplayer has gone before. The one thing people don't realize is that a cosplayer on this level puts years of hard work to create a reputation. Lending that reputation to our group is no little thing, especially when they do it for free. Their reputations are on the line, and it's absolutely important that we do nothing to harm it. I salute our wonderful, amazing cosplayers and all our members who have raised our flag and worn our shirt in public. You truly are the heroes of the organization. We can't build the ship without you.
All right, guys, you might have noticed that we've been having a lot of ads on our Facebook page about buying various products from Falsegraph, my favorite maker of fine china, bone china, American bone china. American bone china is special. It's used with it's a biological thing. It's got, I don't know, bones of cows or other animals mixed in the in the ingredients to make this china. They don't do it anymore. This is classic stuff, 30, 40 years old. And we've been selling these things. Now, as the Starfleet quartermaster, this is what we do. I collect these things. Faltzgraf made about 30 different collectibles. And my goal was to get 4 of each set that they made. And I've reached my goal. Well, for some of the things, it's kind of impossible to find 4 of each. But I've got at least 1 or 2 of each of the 30 items that they made. This is one. It's a buffet, part of a buffet set. And this stuff is, look at it. Look at that. That's gold accents. Like I said, bone china. This is the very best stuff, out there. And I've been donating this stuff, not from my personal collection, because that is not going anywhere. But from the stuff that we sell in the Starfleet Quartermaster, I've been taking some of the stuff and I've been donating it to the organization because we're trying to raise funds. Now, the funds we're raising are not to build the ship, so let's get that straight right away. They're, to help pay some of these bills because they are, it's a reoccurring thing every month, the website, the mail, this and that. And it's reducing our ability to do the things that we want to do, like, buying membership cards and envelopes and stationery, things like that for the free membership packages and for the membership in general. And we're not able to do some of the other things that we want to do because we have a lot of plans on developing products that you guys really, really would love. Like a passport. This is one of my things that I've been trying to get made. A passport, a Federation passport. And this is nice, but it's small. It's not really, as accurate as a passport like the ones, like a real passport. And it's got staples in it. It's kind of cheesy, but we're trying to come up with a passport that is exactly like, your regular passport. And the sections in there would be for when you go to different events. Then you'd get they always stamp, so you get them to stamp all the events that you go to. So this would be a record of all the events that you go to. I thought that would be really, really cool to use that for that purpose. But funds are low, so that's why I decided, to try to beef things up so that we can get more free things to give out and eventually get these passports made. I donate some of these products, and so that's why you're seeing a lot more of these products. We're not trying to make money in terms of get rich. we're trying to so when you buy these things, you're helping us. You're supporting our effort to get the free membership cards out. And this stuff costs money. I mean, we just spent about $200 just on envelopes and membership cards. So that's taken away from the funds that we have to invest to try to do some more products, get some better products. So if you can afford it, buy something from our shop. You can go online now, check out our shop. We got a lot of different things there. Buy something if you can, because every little bit helps. Okay, check out this video and we'll come back and wrap it up on the other side.
Hey there, fellow Trekkies. Today I'm thrilled to share some exciting news about the Enterprise project and its bold new direction. For the past 4 years, we've been on an epic journey to unite Star Trek fans from around the globe under one banner. Aiming to create the largest Star Trek fan club on Earth, our ultimate dream, building a full-scale replica of the USS Enterprise. But as with any great mission, we've learned some vital lessons along the way. While our goal of reaching 1 million members is still at the heart of our mission, we've come to realize that achieving this requires a more strategic approach. So, what's our new course? We're pivoting towards something just as thrilling, the construction of a fully interactive shuttlecraft. This isn't merely a detour, it's a monumental leap forward. You might be wondering, why a shuttlecraft? First, let me break it down for you. First, it's a tangible representation of our capabilities and dedication. Building the shuttlecraft showcases our passion in a way that everyone can see and touch. It's a physical manifestation of what we can achieve when we come together. Second, it will generate incredible buzz. Imagine the excitement and the influx of new members once they see a completed shuttlecraft. It's a powerful recruiting tool that will attract those who share our love for Star Trek. And third, success breeds success. Seeing a completed shuttlecraft will ignite enthusiasm and foster a sense of accomplishment. This will propel us even further towards our ultimate goal, the Enterprise itself. The shuttlecraft isn't just a project, it's a symbol. It represents the collaborative spirit that lies at the heart of Star Trek and the Enterprise project. This is an exciting new chapter, and I invite you to join us in building a tangible piece of Star Trek history. Let's use the shuttlecraft to propel us towards our ultimate mission, a place where the ideals of the Federation become a reality. Engage with us. Share your ideas and stay tuned for updates on our progress. Together we can make the Enterprise project a beacon for Trekkies worldwide. Live long and prosper.
Summer is almost here, and that means t-shirt time. So I'm hoping that you members that have bought t-shirts, and I tell you, we've sold a lot of membership packs. There are a lot of t-shirts and a lot of flags out there, but people are so shy. They're not waving those flags or wearing those shirts in pictures. And so we are, I am hoping that you guys will do a lot more of that this summer. In fact, now, because we want to make some more videos with you guys in it. So wear your shirt and, raise your flags, please. You guys have got them. I know you got them, but you're not showing them, so, and there's a few occasions when I've actually put extra shirts or extra things in packages. And, I would like to hear from you guys. I'd like to hear, a thank you. It's like, hey, I got some extra stuff in my package. Thanks, because that's a rare thing. I don't know. People are just taking it for granted that you get all this stuff. You don't. And, I guess it's not really fair that, so it's just the way I feel it sometimes. I'll stop my son and his girlfriend from, I'll, go over there while they're putting the packages together, and I'll say, hey, throw this extra in or throw this in. And, I do that. We have ink pens, and very rarely do we give them out, but we do give them out, They're not listed for sale or anything. A lot of the things that we have are not listed for sale. We're not trying to sell them. These are extras. We get a great deal on something, and we'll buy it, 30 items maybe for really, really cheap, and we'll start putting them in the packages, all kinds of stuff, coasters, ink pens, extra pins. We have two kinds of pins, a full color pin and one that's not so much full color. We throw these in, but I'm not getting any responses back. I'm not, people are not saying, hey, man, I got this extra in my package, thanks. I mean, we're human, we want to feel appreciated for the little stuff that we do, right? That's all it is. So wave your flag, wear your shirt, and send us a thank you note. And your pins. I don't see anybody wearing the pins. Wear your pins. That's an easy thing. A lot of times people are a little embarrassed about wearing a shirt or waving a flag, but wear your pin, take a picture. We really appreciate it. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up for this Thursday. Keeping it short. And we'll see you next Thursday, same time, same channel. And until then, as always, live long and prosper, all of you. Hey, Trekkies, members, I almost forgot. We have a new challenge, and this one is not going to be easy. You have to take a picture of you wearing the shirt in front of your local police station or with a police officer. Your choice. In front of a police station or with a police officer. You got 30 days to do it, or this ends. And you know what the prize is. Good luck.